violin players, welcome to Prime Strings. I'm Henriette and today we're playing Cossacks from the Shooting Stars book. As you know, Cossacks is written in the key of D minor, so let's first warm you up with the D minor scale. Here we go, use long bows and... straight on with the D minor arpeggio. And the letter names of the D minor arpeggio are, of course, D, F, A, D. Now, when you look at Cossacks, this song starts with the notes of the D minor arpeggio. I'll play the song for you, so see if you can recognize that it sounds the same. So, you will have noticed, hopefully, that it starts on a D minor arpeggio. Actually, that is nice when you learn those two together, because the Cossacks make you play the arpeggio better, and the arpeggio makes you play Cossacks better. Okay. Now, this piece is about the difference between staccato playing, which is short notes, and legato. And legato notes are smooth, slightly longer notes. So in the beginning of this piece, we've got legato playing. Like that. So I want you to try and connect every note up to the note that follows. So there's never a gap of silence, if you like, between two notes. So let's make this as smooth and as legato as you possibly can from the beginning. That's right. And you can see that this slur of 4 semiquavers goes in style very nicely with the legato playing. So you want to make your bow strokes as smooth as possible and you want to make the changes from your up bows to your down bows as well connected as possible as well. Now, if you have a look at bar 11, you see the last two notes are both up bow, and these two go like this. They start at the point, and here these notes are staccato, and the staccato is indicated by the little dot underneath the note. So when you play those staccato notes, you deliberately play little breaks between the two notes, so you try not to connect them up like you did in the legato playing. Now, we can stop the bow in the middle here, so that we have the two up bows together. Now let's practice bar 11 now. 3, 4. Let's do that again. And now I'm doing my staccato playing by squeezing the bow. Can you see that? I'm squeezing it really quickly. So when I'm playing here, and it depends on how abrupt I squeeze it, how quickly I squeeze it, how short the notes become. So I can do it more gently, or I can do it much more fiercely. You can probably tell the difference. And it depends on what you like the best, because every piece of music, of course, is an individual performance. The composer has just said, separate the notes, make them staccato. Not exactly how short they should be, that's your own interpretation. Now let's have a look at the double stops now that follow. In double stops, we always read the bottom note first and then we read the top note. So when we look at bar 13, we have a D and a B flat. And then you get to two up bow staccato notes. Same chord again. Now this is an interesting chord because here you can hear whether your third finger is spot on in tune. Let's play it like that and let's listen really carefully and sort your note out, your finger out, if it's not quite as nicely in tune as this. Okay, let's do that double stop section again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is exactly the same, so I'll skip that and I'm going to jump ahead now to bar 29. And again you've got some double stop notes here, but they're different ones than the ones before because now we're playing the A string and the E string. So again you see the bowing goes down, up, up, down, up, up. So see if you can, as well as play the double stop notes, if you can squeeze your fingers on your bow. Here we go again from bar 29. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last bar very tricky to read just the top note only, and then you can see it is G, F. Do that again, and now add your A's. That's it, and that's how you sort out double stops. If you find them difficult, split them in half and learn one part first. Now carry on. And let's have a look at bar 33. Now you get a bit more difficult double stops here. And what you need to do is you place your finger on the D string and then you need to try and create a little tunnel for your A string here. How can we do that? You perhaps noticed what I did already is you can bring your elbow under the violin so that your fingers aren't sort of squeezing many notes together, okay, but your finger comes just on that D string and the rest of your strings can ring free. So let's have a look at bar 33 now. 3, 4. Now, if you find this very difficult, not to worry, because many people find this very difficult, and it is, because you've got to get your fingers just so your A string can ring along. So let's just practice the bottom notes of the double stop. So again, we're leaving the open A strings out. We're going to add those later, but we're just going to see what the line is below the A's. So here is bar 33 and there you go. Now this you will need to play first and learn to play it so that you can play it without any mistakes before you can add the A's to it. So you can do that in your own time, perhaps away from this video. And now we're going to put it together and see how far my elbow is under the violin. So if you can't manage it, that is perfectly well possible, because like I said before, many people find this incredibly challenging. There are a couple of things that you can do perhaps to make it easier. One we've already looked at, and that is bringing your elbow under. Second thing is to cut your nails really, really short, because if you feel that your nail is pressing the string instead of your fingertip, that might well be one issue why you can't play these double stops. Another thing is, if you find yourself playing with a wrist that's like that, it's not going to help your fingers, because my wrist, as you can see, brings my fingers to lean back. Now look what happens if my wrist goes in the right way. Can you see that my fingers immediately come upright on their fingertips? So I'll show you again. Look, my wrist is wrong now. My fingertips are leaning back. Now push my wrist down, and look what happens. This whole ridge of knuckles comes up higher. My fingers are more rounded, and my fingers are nicely pinpointed on the string. So that's a little bit of troubleshooting if you find that very difficult. Try those things and then practice it many, many times if you find this particular section really difficult. Now when we look at the last line, we can see that there's a number of times the same section. So that really starts in bar 43, I should add, where you've got this. Rest, 2, 3, 4. But it's not exactly the same from bar 43 onwards. It gets quieter and quieter all the time, just so you know. And then the last chord, of course, is as loud as you can manage, and you want to make sure that you've got perfect tuning on here. If this is you, make it a little bit lower. If you're perhaps finding yourself playing too flat, you need to move your finger up, and it sounds a whole lot better again. Alright, let's put it all together now from the beginning, and we're going a little bit faster as well. 1 and 2 and... enjoying this lesson all the way through to the end, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, please do so now, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Goodbye!